So, what you guys, man? Welcome back to PSN Command Network. Your boy Tone Gay Tech. I am back with another live stream. If I get to all glory to God, for God returning on God's open doors, and paving way for all prudent laws and improvements. Today's video, I'm to unfortunately hear the rap about the Washington Commanders today, and got a lot to talk about this evening. But let's get to the verse of the day, and we'll get right into today's video. This is from 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 15, says as follows. But in your hearts revere Christ as Lord, always prepared to give an answer to anyone who asks you to get a reason for the hope that you have. But do this with gentleness and respect. That is today's verse of the day. And we're going to get right into today's live stream. So, got to talk about. The Commanders got vaporized last night. It was bad. 28-19 does not give this game justice. This is completely bad. It was an entire team failure last night. It was an entire team failure by his team. I'm gonna start with the offense, then defense. I mean special teams too. I saw the offense. Jaden Daniels was bad. This is the worst game I've seen him play as a Commander besides Week 11 because he didn't turn the ball over. Unlike that game versus Philadelphia Eagles last year in Week 11. This is the second worst game I've seen him play as a Washington Commander. Errant passes, try to throw a pick six for goodness sakes. It was bad. Didn't see the field well. I'll get the coaching too after that, but it was just bad. Jaden wasn't good. The run game was non-existent. We didn't even try to run the ball. I don't know why we didn't try hard enough. Bill's getting some good hits in the run game. We just stopped running the ball. I didn't understand that. Oh, Terry was okay. Noah Brown stunk last night. And he got a groin injury. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Jalen Lane wasn't getting no separation. In fact, the only guy really getting some moves was Ertz. Like, it was Zach. Zachary Ertz was out there doing his thing. But outside of Zach, man, it was bad, bro. It was bad. It was bad. And the offensive line got spanked. Josh Connolly, Lord. I know he's a rookie, so I'm not going to kill him for it. But Cliff did not do him any favors last night. No chips, no nothing. When the time he did get some chips, still got B on the inside. It was just bad. Micah just destroyed that play. It was bad. 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 Inside didn't play well either. Nick Alexander was horrible. They gave a combined 15 pressures last night. I think 3 sacks. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. 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 Yeah. Nick Alexander gave a sack. Yeah, it was 2 sacks and 15 pressures. It was bad. Biage wasn't great either, but he was okay. Brandon Coleman was meh. It's okay. Larry Tunsil's the only guy that played well, but he wasn't great either last night. He was good, but he wasn't the top 5 left tackle I saw last week. He was good. Top 15 left tackle, top 10 left tackle. But he was good, right? He was the only bright spot on the line last night. Receivers didn't get no separation. And Micah Parsons is Jaden Daniels' kryptonite. I have said that. And I'm gonna stand on it. That man is Jaden's kryptonite, man. His speed and agility negates Jaden's legs. So it kind of sucks when you have a guy like that. And it just negates it negates his legs and just makes it bad. Yeah, so that was just bad by the Commanders' offense. I did not like the game plan. No balance, just dropping back Jaden way too much. I didn't like the game plan from Cliff. I think it was very vanilla. Debo played well last night. Shout out to Debo. But that was about it, bro. It just wasn't much on offense to really scream home about outside of Zachary and Debo. The offensive line was bad. Jaden was bad. Builders didn't get enough touches, I think, but he dropped the pass in this game too. A bunch of wrongdoing in this game. Just wasn't good enough offensively. Couldn't sustain the offense. And I'm gonna give Green Bay's defense some credit. I think it's the best defense in football. And it looks like it. It's high flying. They fly around to the ball. They're fast. They hit you in the mouth. Disrespectful with it. Their corners, and they're not no household names, but they're very fast. They play great zone coverage. And we just could not be a zone to save our life last night. The comment of that nasty pass rush and zone defense on the back end, which is too much for this offense to handle clearly. Enough with the offense. Talk about the defense real quick. It was bad. Bad. We didn't get enough pressure on Jordan Love. We did well against the run for the first 3 quarters, but Josh Jacobs started getting his issue off in the fourth quarter. Marshawn Lattimore was terrible. Marshawn Lattimore was terrible. It was bad. Marshawn was piss poor last night. It was very bad. Marshawn was bad. Very bad. I think his days as a number 1 cornerback are over. Trey Amos, the best corner on this team. I'm telling you right now. Maybe Marshawn's the second best corner on this team. At his best. But Marshawn being number 1 corner, it's done like a bad trade, guys. It sound like the Saints finessed us. And I don't even like saying Adam Peters got finessed, but it ain't looking too hot for Marshawn Lattimore. But we have a long season ahead. So maybe yeah, is what it is. And also another revelation I've come down with is this team is bad on Thursday Night Football. It's bad on short weeks. They don't prepare well. They come unprepared, and they play bad. Everybody's on. But at least the last one we were in last year was in the game, right? For the fourth quarter. We actually were leading that game as bad as we were playing. But these boys just belt sacks, bunch of belt. It was bad. Let's talk about special teams real quick. The coverage units were great last night. The return game was great last night. We had one bad thing on special teams. His name is Matt Gay. Get him off my freaking team. He freaking stinks. He is terrible. Why is he on this roster? It's beyond freaking me. But get him the hell off my team. He is bad. 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 Bro. He was freaking horrendous last night. I'm not even going to kill him for the 58-yarder. A 52-yarder? We can't make a 52-yard field goal? Bro, for all this, he's giving me Kai Forbath or something. All this. You got the leg but can't hit nothing. What's the point? You got the leg, you can't hit nothing. You missed a field goal last week, I think, right? Pretty sure you missed a field goal last week. Well, he didn't kick one last week. He missed them in preseason. He missed these 2 last night. Get him off the team. I don't care about guaranteed money. I don't care. Find a kicker. I can't take it anymore. Bad. Learn something new about these boys. In short weeks, don't pick them. Pick the other team. Unless the other team is completely inferior. Like if you're playing the Jaguars or the Carolina Panthers or something, or someone that's not worth a dollar. Sorry, I had a mic difficulty. But if it's an inferior opponent, pick Washington. If it's a superior opponent or equally yoked opponent, pick the opponent. Don't pick. They're gonna come unprepared. They're gonna come not ready to play, and they're gonna play a flat football game for 45 minutes. We didn't start doing anything to the second half. The first half was horrendous. Jaden was terrible. Terrible. But the good throws he made, guess what? They were dropped. Another thing we'll bring up yesterday. Everyone dropped passes. Ja'Cory Crosby Mary dropped the pass. Noah Brown stunk last night. All of them sucked. Jalen Lane get no separation last night. And all of them sucked, including Terry McLaurin. He couldn't get open to save his goddamn life. He was getting locked up and wouldn't let him out. They bashed him to the shallow realm. I don't care if 5 catches last night. He couldn't run a comeback to save his goddamn life. He ran one good comeback, and Jay missed him. Like when we did things well, something else wasn't well. Like the comeback he ran when he got open on it, Jaden missed him by a mile. We were throwing one-on-one jump balls. Pause. Super pause. So I'm gonna get to Dave in a second. He talking foolish. I ain't got time for him. But it was bad, bro. It was bad. For as bad as Jaden was, he didn't turn the ball over. Right? Let's give him some credit for that. Didn't put it in harm's way. I think Cliff had a bad game plan, and the execution was worse than the game plan itself. It was bad offensively. And matter of fact, let's get to the comments. I see this. Figured out. You're hyping it off one game. Give me a call in week 9. Give me a call in week 7. Jaden still doesn't have an interception thrown yet. He threw 3 touchdown passes in the first 3 weeks. He hasn't turned the ball over yet. But figure it out. Sure. When he does what Sam Howell did in 2023 and led the league in interceptions, give me a call. Then you can say he's figured out. No one figured out Jaden Daniels. You know what happened? Jaden played like trash. That's what happened. He was horrible. But I will say this. Micah Parsons is his kryptonite. Micah Parsons is Jaden Daniels' kryptonite. In 3 games versus Micah Parsons, he's had arguably the 3 of his first worst games as a Washington Commanders starting quarterback. 3 of his 4 worst games. Thursday night versus the Eagles. Both games versus the Cowboys last year. In this game, 3 were played by Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons-led defenses are Jaden Daniels' kryptonite. And he better solve that issue. Cliff better solve that issue. Because if we're making the playoffs, I believe that wholeheartedly. We're going to see Green Bay again. And if you don't figure this out, they're going to whoop us again. What Steve Harvey said on the movie You Got Served? You got your ass whooped tonight. I seen you with plenty of ass in here. You lost the money. It's gone. You lost the game. It's gone. I seen you with plenty of ass in here. I seen Jaden Daniels with plenty of ass. On primetime television, on 1 o'clock, I see him with plenty of ass. But the Commanders got served humble pie. Eat it. I'm gonna eat it. Eat the humble pie. I gotta eat the humble pie, bro. Jaden Dan gotta eat the humble pie, bro. Terry McLaurin gotta eat the humble pie, bro. Dan Quinn has to eat the humble pie, bro. Cliff Kingsbury, Joe Witt Jr. Joe Witt's defensive game plan was trash last night. Outside stopping Josh Jacobs. It was trash. They ain't blitz Jordan Love enough. They ain't bring pressure to him. It's a guy I gotta bring up too. You know what I gotta bring up? I'm gonna get to the injury news in a second because that's the worst part of it. Frankie Louisville's been a no-show the first 2 weeks of the season. You notice that? Where is Frankie Louisville? Where's Oots at? Where's he at? Frankie Louisville's a non-factor. He put himself in the shadow realm. Where is Frankie Louisville? Where is he? It's time for Joe Witt Jr. to go back to what he did with Frankie last year. Where's that at? Where's this whole edge rushing thing that I wanted to see Frankie this year? Where's that at? Where is that for Frankie Louisville? Where's it at, bro? Yo, Mike Aloha. I don't know what it was worth. Terry McLaurin in the first few weeks of every season. He just seemed to go missing and never get tired. So, I mean, week 1 and week 2 were bad for Terry last year too. It was just overall bad. It was just bad. It was bad. It was just bad. Terry's bad last year, first 2 weeks. Began the 100-yard game versus the Bengals. I expect Terry to bounce back eventually. As soon as this week versus the Raiders. You got 9 days to prepare for the Las Vegas Raiders. But I'm gonna tell you this: we can't guard a tight end, save our life. We better figure out what. Put Jordan McGee in the game. Put K. Madrano in the game or something. You drafted him to be a specialist to guard these tight ends. Why aren't they playing football? Where are they? Why is Bobby Wagner checking tight ends at 35 years old? Make that make sense. Joe Witt Jr.'s game plan was absolutely horrendous. That crap was garbage. I want to say another word, but I'm a disciple of Jesus Christ now. I can't say those words no more. I'm refraining from them. If I say it, Lord, forgive me. Christian Washingtonville, forgive me. But that was pathetic. I don't know what the hell that was. That sucked. The game plan sucked. Execution sucked. These players play like trash. Everything was trash. The only guys that want to play football last night was Zach Ertz, Deebo Samuel, Trey Amos, Mikey Samerstill, and he wasn't good last night either. And Quan Martin showed some effort, but he wasn't good either. Quan had an up and down game. It was more ups and downs, but the downs were downs. It was really bad. The ups were really good ups, but the downs were downs. It was really an up and down game for Quan Martin last night. Last another guy. Javon Kinlaw went to play football last night. Shout out to Javon Kinlaw. And Eddie Goldman. Friendship's finest. But the rest of them dudes didn't want to play football last night. Von Miller didn't want to play football last night. Jacob Martin wanted to play football, but didn't make any plays. But you want to play football. So some effort for Jacob Martin. It was a lack of effort, execution, and just guys didn't want to play ball last night, bro. If I didn't want to play ball last night, they didn't want to earn that game check. This is bad, bro. This is bad, bro. Matthew Golden just sent the whole secondary to a shadow run for a 75-yard bomb. It wasn't negated by freaking. What was it? Was it wasn't negated by a penalty? I think it was. But Matthew Golden caused lacking again. Jordan Love overshot him. If Jordan Love hit him, that's a 60-yard bow. Bow. It was bad, bro. Bad performance by this team. That's week 2. I'm not gonna kill it. Just gotta play better. All this JD5 got figured out. BS. Shut up. Y'all sound some damn fools. Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me. Y'all sound some daggone fools. Because y'all spit nonsense. Patrick Mahomes had bad games before. I seen Jalen Hurts throw 3 interceptions in the game before. As bad as this game was from Jaden Daniels hasn't still turned the ball over yet in 2025. While your favorite quarterback has already turned the ball over in most of y'all's cases. So keep my quarterback's name out your mouth. He didn't play well last night, though. He was bad. He was bad. He was bad. He was bad. And the team was bad. But enough about these fools and these idiots. They'll get their act together. Get to the injuries, though. Dietrich Wise is out for the year. He currently has a torn quadricep. Season done. Donezo. Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler is also done for the season. Austin Eckler's career is over. That hurt. That hurt me to say that. That hurt. Ouch. If you guys didn't know about me when it comes to Austin Eckler, I am a big Austin Eckler fan. I love what he does for the community. I love him as a football player. I think he's a good man off the field as well. And it's sad to see him go down like that last night. Non-contact injury, we know what it was. And ouch, man. Prayer to them boys. Quick healing for them young men. Veteran football players here, Dietrich Wise and Austin Eckler. That sucks. Noah Brown's gonna be out for a minute. Who's surprised about that? Noah Brown stays hurt. So no one's surprised about that. So, what's got hurt last night? John Bates. He also has a groin injury. I don't think it's serious, but hopefully he could play a week break. Jesus. A lot of people got hurt last night. It's bad. We had 2 season-ending injuries. I think Noah's gone for a month. And John Bates should play in week 3, if not week 4. He'll probably miss that game. So we'll say he'll be back week 4. But what does this mean? What's next, right? You got to sign a defensive end. I don't trust Javonte John Baptiste. I don't trust Von Miller to play full-time. No, go find somebody. In-house with Jalen Holmes, outside the building, find somebody. Anybody. Because after Dietrich Wise went out, they started getting some hits in the run game on the outside. Wise was very important because he set the edge. And without him, the only guy that really could set the edge is Dorrance. And they're not going to run a Dorrance side all the time. So, it stinks. The Austin Eckler one hurts, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. That one hurts me personally. I am not at the top of the Austin Eckler fan club, but darn it, I'm pretty close to the freaking top. And God forgive me, but damn that hurts. Dang, Austin. Shoot. His career might be over with, man. That hurts. And as for Matt Gay, get him off my team, bro. He got to go. I banish him to the unemployment office. Banish him. Kamehameha wave him. Something. Hadouken him. I don't know. Bus driver uppercut. 300 combo him. I don't know. Figure something. Just get him out of here. He stinks. Oh, gosh. Matt Gay needs to be shipped to Vancouver for free. Give him a coach fight for free. Just ship him to Vancouver and go find him a kicker. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him. He sucks. All right, let's go ahead and send him back to the lobby of Call of Duty. Asylum, you're right. Send him to the call. Matter of fact, where my man Merrick at, man? I'm gonna send him to the shadow room, bro. Hey, Ishtar, get him over here, bro. Come here, bro. Banish Matt Gates to the shadow realm, okay? He won't come back. He's out of here. All right, let's go ahead and look at some common stuff. All right, so let's get to this real quick. In 2024, especially 2 playoff teams in the playoffs. So I don't know where you get this. You can't be good teams thing from. I don't think Jaden Daniels can beat Michael Parsons. So I'm gonna say this: until Jaden Daniels beats a Micah Parsons-led defense, Micah Parsons is Jaden Daniels' kryptonite. And another thing I've learned about the Washington Commanders last night, I'm gonna say this one more time, so you can stop putting words in my mouth. We can't beat Micah Parsons-led defenses for right now, and we don't do well on short weeks, specifically Thursday night games, because you have 3 days to prepare for an opponent. Jaden needs a week to prepare for his next opponent. Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury and Joe Wick Jr. need a week to prepare for the next opponent. I thought they learned their lesson, but they clearly had not learned their lesson. They're 0-2 on Thursday Night Football, and they've gotten a butt toe up from the flow up in both games. One game, they was tight to the fourth quarter, and Eagles put Belter behind. The second game, it was BTA from the word G-O. So, that's just what it is. And yes, Noah Brown's extremely injury prone. I'm sick of him. Well, we could keep Jeremy Chin. I think with Terry, they had a number, and they weren't trying to go above that number with Jeremy Chin. And I don't know what he's doing with the Raiders. We'll find out Sunday. Next Sunday, that is, of course. We'll find next Sunday what he's been doing with the Raiders because we play them. So we'll see how Jeremy Chin looks. But I mean, Will Harris had a bad game last night. But I think he's a better cover player than Jeremy Chin is. I think Will Harris, what he struggles with sometimes is physicality, especially with tight ends specifically. But he's also lighter. He's lighter pants for a guy like Jeremy Chin. Jeremy Chin looks more like a linebacker for real. It's called what it is, playing safety. And Will Harris is a real safety. You know what I mean? So it's kind of tough when it comes to when a guy like only 195 pounds covering tight ends. All right. If you need a linebacker, that's why you need Kay Madrano to have his specialty, which is guarding tight ends. He's a good coverage guy. Go have him on the freaking field when it's third downs and special situation where you have to guard the tight end. And where is Jordan McGee? He played 4 snaps last night. Where is Jordan McGee? And can you have Frankie Lou rush the passer? Maybe our passers look better if we have our best pass rusher, which is Frankie Louvu, rushing the goddamn passer instead of trying to cover tight ends. He's getting cooked. How about that? That make our job a lot freaking easier. Or we got a wide receiver. Good question. Good question, Asal. Ain't nobody out there to sign, dog. Ain't nobody out there to sign, dog. Honestly, I'm bringing up Ja'Cory Brooks. It is Luke McCaffrey time. It's time, bro. He's a 3rd round pick. Stop hiding him and play him. Stop being some suckers and throw this kid on the field. If you're gonna throw Josh Conley Jr. out there with Michael Parsons, you need to throw Luke McCaffrey out there with these daggone corners. He's not gonna be the number 3 receiver in the rotation. Ain't like he's playing number 1 corners like Terry is. He's not gonna play number 2 corner like Debo is. He will be playing number 3 corners. He can't be a third corner. He can't beat third corners. If that's what you're telling me, Luke McCaffrey shouldn't be on this roster. It's time for Luke McCaffrey to go out there and play some ball. It's time, bro. It's time, bro. Stop hiding this kid. Play him, darn it. Stop being some suckers and throw this kid out there. Because right now, y'all looking like some real suckers. Speaking of suckers. The last thing about this game I'm going to talk about. And I don't want to badmouth our head coach. I already don't. But disrespectfully, because I'm not being respectful about this. Dan Quinn coached that game like a sucker last night. He called that game, well, Cliff and him and Joe Witt coached that game like some female dogs. I can't say the B word on here. I'm trying to refrain from cuss. I said damn tonight. All right, so I'm trying to refrain from that. They coached the game like some female dogs. That was some cowardly activity last night. You down 14-3 on 4th and 4. You gonna send Matt Gay out there for a 58-yard field goal? What type of assist does that make? He missed a 52-yarder already. What the hell you think he gonna do with a 58-yarder? Make that make sense. What the hell is he gonna do with a 58-yard field goal that he could do with a 52-yarder? Cliff doesn't have Terry McLaurin out there on the 4th and 4 with a game on the line. He decides to call the number 1 read a slant to rookie Jalen Lane. What type of sense does that make? Get Cliff Kingsbury the F out my face. That was bad. All that was bad. Very bad last night. They have 9 days to prepare for Vegas. I better see a 20 times better game plan than that crap. Get back to our identity, bro. Get back to blitzing Louvu. Get back to going for on 4th down and stop being suckers. Stop being suckers. Stop coaching like suckers. He did this in week 1 too. Got away with it because of the Giants. Get back to our identity week 3, y'all. The Raiders are no pushovers. If we don't get back to Commanders football that I saw back in last year, 2024, when we went for on 4th down, we weren't scared. We ain't called like some suckers, and we went out there and put Belter behind on boys because we were aggressive all game long. It's going to be a long season for these boys. Get it together. It should be a wake-up call. Go back to your aggressiveness and stop coaching like suckers. Because that sucker stuff ain't going to work over here. Y'all can say the S word for y'all. For all y'all that like to cuss, I can say sucker. Say that. Me, so that sucker stuff, lead the sucker at home. Lead the coward at home. All right? When y'all step on that football field, be bold. Y'all were bold last year. Y'all were going for on 4th down. Y'all were aggressive as hell. I ain't kicking on 58-yard field goals. When the hell we do that last year? I know we ain't had a kicker for a leg for it. I get that too. Because Zane Gonzalez ain't had the leg for it, needed Austin Seibert or K. York for that matter. But, bro, where's the aggressiveness, bro? You thought you had a kicker that's worth a half damn. So now, forgive me, Lord. Sorry. With a half darn. So now you think you had a kicker that has some type of merit. We can coach like suckers? No. Keep that sucker stuff at home, bro. Keep that sucker at home, bro. I don't do sucker stuff over here. No. Not lollipops over here, okay? Keep that lollipop stuff in the crib, bro. When y'all come on that field, be bold, bro. Be who you are. Coach Commander football. Taught the Commander standard. That wasn't the Commander standard last night. That was trash. That was awful. The score didn't. The Packers could have scored 40 on the slants if they wanted to. If Matthew Golden doesn't get missed by Jordan Love, that's a 65-yard crib shot. Bow, 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 bow. It didn't get a touchdown again by penalty. Bow, bow, bow. Folding. Folding your head top. 40 burger. 40 burger. To me, we lost this game 40 burger to 19 and not 28 to 19. Only why I was 28 to 19 because Jordan Love ain't accurate for real. And they had a touchdown again by penalty. That's it. This was BTA last night, man. This one a good look, bro. I didn't get it. And Debo was out there getting up. And Debo had a ball game last year. He had that 50-yard kickoff return. He had a touchdown. Why was that Debo Samuel? Ain't gonna be Terry. You let be Jalen Lane, bro. Well, he ran it horrible, bro. That route was trash. That route was trash. The play call was trash. Everything was trash. A slant to Jalen Lane on 4th and 4. If that was Terry, that's the first down. And if Terry and Jaden aren't in sync right now, they can get a slant, though. It's a slant, bro. It's a slant, dog. You can't complete a slant, bro. Like, we gotta be better, bro. We gotta be better, bro. We gotta be better, bro. Like, this wasn't good enough, man. This wasn't good enough. But prayer out to Austin Eckler. Prayers out to Dietrich Wise Jr. Get well soon, fellas. Prayer out to Noah Brown. My man can never play 17 games. Now I'm gonna say this too if I get out of here. Week 3, take all of your anger out on the Raiders. I want to see a A+ game plan. And I want to see A+ execution next Sunday. When I go to Northwest Stadium, I'm expecting A-graded execution. I'm expecting A-graded game planning. And I expect a victory. Anything less is asinine and organizational malpractice. Do you understand me? Washington Commanders. Go play goddamn Commander football and stop coaching and playing the game like suckers. Because that was some sucker activity last night. And I'm not going to tolerate sucker stuff over here on this channel. Stop being some hoes. God forgive me. God darn it. All right. Ooh, that's a good question. Do we bring up Donovan Edwards? I would like for us to. Is he ready though? That's the question. Is he ready though? I'm interested to see they call him up. That's a great insurance policy. Sorry, Ed got hurt, but that's a great insurance policy. That's a good point, Hassan. Do they call up Donovan Edwards? Or do they trust Bill and, they got to call somebody up, right? They got to call somebody up, right? And not Dimitri Felton. No. Hell no. Put this young fella out there, bro. Oh, and give Bill the ball more, please. More Bill. More telephone bill. So your defense is through. Go. Put more dollar bill, y'all. Back then. All right. More Bill. Bill. And we ain't talking little Bill. More Bill, okay? That's another thing I want to see next week. More goddamn Bill. All right. At least 12 to 15 carries for Bill, bro. That was asinine as hell last night. 4 carries for Corey Krosky Barrett. 4 freaking carries. Austin Eckler had freaking 8 carries. Why the freak is Austin Eckler carrying the ball that freaking much? You traded Brian Robinson to get this kid the rock. Get this kid the freaking rock. What the hell are we doing? That was asinine. Cliff, that was suck activity. Right, always veterans. There's a good question. I don't know. I think Terry McLaurin should address his team. Von Miller, Frankie Louvu. Oh, Frankie Louvu got to play better. So no. Frankie Louvu got to play better first. Bobby Wagner. That'd be a good one. Them 3 should address the team. Those guys should address the team. I agree with that. I'm expecting a blowout. I expect a win. I think a blowout might be a stretch. They do have talent on the Raiders. And Geno Smith, as much as trash you can talk about him mid and all that, Geno does something very well that we don't give credit to people for. He throws a really good pass under duress. Even if we give him pressure, he still might complete some pass. You're like, dang. He completed that? God dang it. This mother freaker right here. This son of a gun right here. God dang it. This daggone Geno Smith. This son of a gun right here. Mother effer. Like, no, it's the regular season though. Like, you do that in the preseason. What we had him Bill for? I think Cliff just lost his mind. I think Cliff just had a Louis T brought a point, and I completely agree with him. Right. I think short weeks, good coordinators will really. All right, so the great coordinators can coach at any time. Really good coordinators on short weeks, they rely on their best player when they don't game plan well. I think he leaned too much on 5 last time. That's why it didn't look as good as I thought it would. Leaned on GM. Yeah, we gotta take advantage of that bad offensive line. I have a game preview later, and I have a first look on Monday. My first look won't be on Wednesday like it usually is. It will be Monday. So my first look on the Raiders will be Monday because we're coming off this longer week. I kind of get the first look out the way. So Monday will be first look, and Comrades Assemble will be on Tuesday. So yeah, I'll have that upload for you guys Monday. Shout out to you guys too, by the way. You guys did really, really well lately with the views. Can y'all please get this longer content, more viewership? I very appreciate that as well. I will be in Atlanta in 2 weeks for the Falcons game. So it'll be fun to see some of you guys. If you guys gonna be in Atlanta, let me know. I'm gonna be in the A with it. I wish Dez can go, man. It'd be good to see. Wish you can go, Dez, but next time. Oh, he's better as a leader too. Oh, he should be just yeah, and rallied the team. I agree with that too. I agree with that, bro. God blame the coach for not letting these old bastards play in the preseason. Now, given he would get these old bastards hurt, so I understand it. Don't let these old bastards. Old bastards. Oh my gosh. I see more McGee and Madrone too. Let these dudes play, bro. especially Jordan McGee. Like, this is second in the system. Why is he playing 4 snaps? 4? 4? Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was Joe Witt Jr. on third down, you can keep it a bean, what you know what the heck I would be doing? I'll be playing a 5-man front with Luvu, Kinlaw, Johnny Newton, Deron, and Dorrance. Bobby Wagner, my one linebacker. If I get beat by a tight end, get beat by a tight end. They got 5 DBs. Or you want to play 2 linebackers and 4 DBs, it's fine too. You want to play K. Madrano or Jordan McGee and Bobby Wagner, fine. I'm going to have coverage linebacker or extra DB and 4 DBs. And I'm setting 5 guys. It's 1-on-1. Beat the guy in front of you. Go get the quarterback. We're not getting creative enough. We have pieces that we can get creative with, and we don't get creative on defense. And it pisses me off. I'm putting some of the onus on Joe Witt Jr. because what the hell is going on? Where is Frankie Louvu? And Dorrance out there on 8 time. Like, what I say, bro. Dorrance Armstrong's had a great first 2 weeks, bro. Dorrance Armstrong's putting belt tacks on people. He's whooping dudes on reps. He's the only dude whooping dudes on a consistent basis, especially in the interior on third down. Oh my goodness, that's the one that I like what he does. What the Joe Witt does with Dorrance, put him inside, and he gets OD on the inside. Quarterback. Where's that creativity for Frankie though? Where is it? We need Frankie Louvu. Our defense ain't good enough for Frankie Louvu to be. Where's he at? We can't afford that. So I don't know what the hell going on, man. Dorrance out there hooping though. Stock up for Dorrance Armstrong and super stock down for a guy like Frankie Louvu. I don't know what the hell going on, but I don't like it. All right. But I'm gonna get up out of here because I gotta do a podcast with Dave and Dio on DT Football Podcast YouTube channel. You can go subscribe to that channel if you haven't done so. And yeah, we're gonna go live in about like probably 10-15 minutes. We'll go ahead and talk about some things. We'll predict the rest of week 2's games, and yeah, should be fun. So we're gonna get up out of here. Be very clear. I agree. What happened was a short week. They lose their brain cells. What happened? Yeah, you're right. But yeah, I'll be back Monday for the first look versus the Raiders. I'll get that first look video. And they play, I think, Monday night, so it'll be before the game. So that'd be that. And then we'll play the Falcons play on Sunday night. So you want to do some scouting, you can do that this weekend. Enjoy the football. Enjoy your weekend. I have a weekend off for the first time in 6 months. So I'm going to enjoy it. I'll spend time with my family. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Have a blessed weekend. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 8,000 subscribers, and we've had the best month viewership on the channel in over 2 years. So far, we're at about 30,000 views for the month, and we're only in the 11th day of the month. And Debo Samuel short did 21,000 views. I very appreciate the support on that. And the Bill touchdown run in the week 1 game did about 7,000 views on the shorts. So appreciate you guys. Just continue to watch this like live, this longer led content, this long form content. There we go, long form content. And yeah, man, figure out for y'all support. If you're in Atlanta, 26th through 29th, come holler at me. Let me know you in town. DM me at Pro Sports Network _ DM me your number. I'll text you. I'm not hard to find. I'm not gonna be hiding from y'all. I'm not a goofy. So come kick with your boy Tech, man. Gonna be a great time. Hope we put belt behind on these Falcons again. Whoop them again. Another You Guys Serve quote if I get up out of it. One of my favorite movies, by the way. So I use a lot of You Guys Serve quotes. So don't quote me. I love to take your money again. That's for the Falcons. Love to take your money again. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Love you guys. Go check out DT Football Podcast YouTube channel for our live stream in about 15 minutes. And I'll catch y'all, man. Peace.